Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome back to Satisfactory, which I'm really hoping OBS catches up with because it is open on my screen now. There we go. Okay, OBS has caught up. So, yes, welcome to the live stream that I'm putting on this evening. So, thank you all very much for joining me. We're effectively cracking on with this because I have a spare evening. Lauren's gone out for the evening to go to a concert. So, yeah, I'm basically, a little bit home alone, so I figured I would do a live stream for you guys. Now, I have called this one a hard drive hunt, but that's not actually completely what we're going to be up to today. What we're actually wanting to do is a slug hunt. So similar kind of thing, but yeah, it's slugs I'm after, not hard drives. So just going to grab some basic resources for what we want. So we are going to want our jetpack. Can't believe I didn't actually have that on me. We're going to want some ammo and some Noblesques. And then, yeah, it's going to be, like I say, a slug hunt. So, what I want to do is I'm going to start over at the plastic factory that we were covering off on the episode that you guys saw yesterday. So it will look a little bit different to what you guys saw because there's been some additional work that is basically coming up for the end of this week. But I want to start there because it's a biome we've not really been to. So I'm hoping there's going to be plenty for us to basically explore and find some slugs. Because I want to get that set up so that we can... words are escaping me. Yeah, I want to get that set up so that we can basically make sure that we have full power on the oil that we're outputting. So yeah, that's what I want to do with that. Yeah, that's kind of the plan. I think I can see people are watching. Can you say hello in the chat just so I know that I'm not here twittering onto myself? Just, yeah, because then I know there's actually people out there. Hello! But, yeah, it's been busy. You can see I've been working on the iron plant. Actually recording an episode for that today. And we are still here in Update 7. I didn't want to do an Update 8 one. I did consider Update 8, but I don't want to because of the instability of it. If we find we're at a bit of a loose end and we've got some time later, I have got the experimental branch loaded and updated, so we can jump to that and have a look and a play with it, but I don't want that to be the primary thing. Evening, Shane. Hope everything's going all okay with you. Good evening, Amanda. Evening, Andrew. I can see them all ticking in. I was going to say, you finally caught on a live stream. You're kind of lucky with this. They are very few and far between, Amanda, as Shane and Andrew will attest to. Because where I am not a full-time YouTuber, and this is done in my spare time in and around work, it is when I can find a random evening here and there to give me some space to do that. So, yeah. You are lucky. It is a rare one, but this is what we're up to. So yeah, it's planned to be, like I said, a slug hunt. So we're going to pull into here. But yeah. So has anyone actually seen any footage from Update 8? Because I went to go and watch the live stream that they put out. And it was like 2.5 hours, and it was like, oh, it is just 2.5 hours of them genuinely just sitting here getting ready for the release, which wasn't quite what I expected it to be. So I didn't watch it in the end. Right, power slugs. Let's hit the ground. Right, let's just turn Alexa off there before she wakes up and tries to say stuff. Right. Okay, have we got any power slugs? I really thought I'd have some in range by now. Come on. Oh. Here's our first slug. Where is it? Okay, so it's in this kind of direction. Is it up there? That's going to be a pain if so. Okay, let's try and go this way and see what it does with the strength. Yeah, that definitely looks like it's up there, doesn't it? Okay. That means we're going to need to start climbing these mushrooms. Right, okay. Let's get up here. Up this one. So yeah, I am curious if anyone's come across any of the update 8 stuff. Oh, what we got? Tried update 8 last night. Oh no, that's a shame if your PC can't run it, Andrew. They did say the system requirements likely be changing with it. Hopefully it is just a bit of an optimization thing and it will sort itself out and you'll be able to keep playing. Because otherwise that's going to be expensive to try and probably replace the kit you need. Right, there we go. Put some light on for you guys. Where is it? Oh, I can see the little blue bit. There it is. There's our first slug of the day. There we go. Cool. Right, okay. And there's another one. Oh, it'll be that purple one up there, won't it? Okay. Let's head over in that direction then. Purple one's good, because that'll give us a nice large amount of... Oh, blast. Trying to get my new PC running in order to try the game. So, the PC I've got, I will admit, is a year or so old now. I'm not planning on upgrading it anytime soon, so I'm hoping it will run update 8, no problem. The little expense, I say little, the expense I got myself recently was I bought myself a Steam Deck, which I'm currently loving. Ooh. Right. Sorry, bear with me just a moment. It's the bit where Lauren's out for tonight. I'm doing the babysitting, so I'm just having to make sure my little ones are alright and not woken up. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, that looks like she's going back down. Right, where is that slug? Oh, it's up there. Okay, so I've dropped down. I haven't gone high enough yet. Okay, we need to go up higher. Right, okay. Up there. Yeah, I can see that being a challenge to get to. Probably one of the easier purple ones we've got to. We've got another slug in this direction. Okay, well, let's keep going then. Okay. Whoop, whoop. Is that it up there? Okay, let's try and cross the ravine. This probably feels like a bad idea. Yeah, like I say, I've got update 8 installed. I haven't actually tried to load it yet. So we'll have to have a look and see. Oh, it's in this direction. Okay, that's interesting. Right, where is it? Is it down here? Is it in a cave? No, now we've completely lost it. Oh, no. No, apparently we're close to it now. But I have seen... Yeah, we got one of our buddies there. Right. Come here, you. Right, unauthorized hostility. Where's the other one? There we go. Okay, cool. And there's our slug. I'll tell you what, the fix I really want to see, I want to see the scanner go back to what it was instead of having to cycle it like that every time. Okay. Right, we've got another slug. Over in this direction. It's going to be up again, isn't it? I already know it's going to... Oh! Deep cave. Okay. Is it around here? Too far. There we go. Power slugs. No. Okay, it's somewhere over here. Oh, I hear skittering there. Oh no, that's just a big guy. Okay, right. I think we want to go up then. That's fine, because I think I've seen this one on the train as we're going around. So let's head up. Ah! Come on. There we go. One of the things I'll probably do when update becomes stable is replace that little trail there with the actual new power things so that I can get the whole way and not have to, you know, hop. Right, okay, because I'm sure this one is actually the other side of the old copper factory that we've got here. Right, and there we go, gas mask on. There it is. No, I don't want the leaves. We're way past leaves. Oh, come on. There we go, yellow power slug, that's what we want. Cool. There's still another one in range. Oh, pretty close actually by the looks. There we go. Come on. Right, where'd it go? That's up there. I can already see the glow. Whoa. Come on. There it is. Right, okay. And now you're telling me no more power slugs. Right, so how many have we got so far? So that's 3, 5. That's 10. Okay. Shall we go and throw them in our oil extractors before I forget? And then, I mean, it also re-puts us back into the new biome, so we can keep looking for some of the... Oh, didn't think that was that hard a landing then. We can keep looking. So, let's see what we've got. Whoop. I think the other sad news is was Jace leaving. Like I said, I think I mentioned it in one of the videos that's probably out for you guys now. I was warming to him. I was quite liking Jace. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Snut. I'm glad we're keeping Snut, but yeah, it's a shame about Jace. But I wish him well with everything. Right, there we go. Power shards. That's what we want. And then this one here. That gives us, what, 10? Okay, so. That one's got some already in there. That one doesn't, so we'll drop it in here. Right, there they go. I mean, not that these are actually being all used at the moment because I've got another 5 floors to build up on that power plant. I mean, hey, we could always do some of that this evening. Right, there we go. Pop that up. Ah, lizard doggo. Right, okay. Where are we? No, not hard drive. Power slugs. That's what we're looking for. Thank you. Ooh. Oh, auto saves. They do get so much longer to do, don't they? There we go. Right, still no power slugs out here. Interesting. Thought we'd have started finding some by now. Right. Put that like that. There we go. Now, there is a power slug tree, actually, on the way over to where our copper facility is. I know they're only blue on there, but there's a load of them up there. I've definitely seen them. Oh, oh, oh. I thought I had the other pack on. Thought I had this one. Ah! Don't mean the console. Right, there we go. Right. So let's head over to that tree, because there's definitely some there that I know. And someone was saying, can't remember who it was, when update 8 comes out, we actually have all of the hard drives and the slugs reset. So we may as well get the easy ones. Oh, there's already something in here. What's that dropping off? Oh, it's going to be one of the either motors or Caterian wire or something then. Okay, so we want to head over to Amsterdam, because I've still not renamed that one. And we'll wait for this thing to pull off. And then we'll turn on self-driving. There we go. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm kind of pleased that we're making a bit more plastic here. That's nice. I'm amazed how tall this thing's going to be when we put the extra 5 levels on for all that fuel. But I mean, part of the reason I'm having to take a break at the moment is because there's not actually... I'm not producing enough to keep up with how quickly I can build it. So I've got to wait for some of the resources to build up while I'm working here. But there we go. Right, and we're off. Yeah, I mean, at some point we should put a load of supports down here, because, you know, we do just have floating train platforms all over the shop, but... And I also want to tidy up the waterworks over there in that coal facility we did ages ago. And, yeah, I just got in a horrible mess with all the water. Do want to get that tidied up. If anyone knows of anywhere really good where there's tons of power slugs, do let me know so I can head over in that direction. Yeah, this is getting busy around here. But it's so compact and it's all so vital. Like, I don't know how to effectively try and unpick it to make it flow a bit more smoothly, because it's just, there's so much congestion. Everything has to go so slowly through the nexus here. I'm not sure what the best way to resolve that is, because it is just so, it gets so snarled up. Yeah, but like I say, open to suggestions. I'm not going to talk through all of that, because like that top floor was the episode I recorded today, so you guys will see that next Tuesday. Basically a week yesterday. And most of everything else has been... Yeah, Dune Desert, that's kind of the direction I'm heading a little bit at the moment, Shane. Because, like I say, I know there's like a slug tree just off the train line. And then, yeah, other than that, we can start hitting that area up. Make do with ye old trusty scanner. Looks like I think I've got that one down there. Yeah, because there was one on the top there. I'm going to be so upset when that gets done over, because I'm sure that's going to... That whole spot there is going to get done over by update 8. So I'm going to be gutted when I have to sort that out. Right, okay. That's the sluggery I was talking about. So let's put the jetpack back on and try and get over to it. And whoa. So I think there's like 5 in here. There we go. Landed it. Lovely. Because I always used to see this when driving past, and it was like, oh, there's loads of blue ones in there. Yeah, they're only blue, but there's a load of them. Oh, hostile. What's shooting at me then while I'm... Oh, there's one of you over here. There we go, that's you dealt with. Right, okay. I was worried that's what would happen. Right, okay, come on. There we go, that's what we want. The odd rock. See, I thought they were redoing a lot of that biome. And I was worried that it was gonna... Like, because they were changing that valley entirely to make it a transitionary sort of biome. So I was worried that, like, it was having huge changes. Right, come on. There we go, just close enough for it. Awesome. Right, okay. Do we have another one here just while I'm standing around? Yes. Ow. Boom to you too. I love how that first shot was so on point, it stuck to it. Right, rifle. At some point we should make a... Whoa, what the hell boot me off there? At some point we should make a weapons factory. Right, okay. Back to where we were. So, power slugs. You're telling me there's one... Oh, you can't... Oh. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. Step out on this. Cool. So that's another 5. Apparently there's another one over there. Oh, I see it. It's purple. It's over there. That is high. Okay. Right. Well, let's go get that one then. That's nice. Yeah, you're right. I could buy the ammo. I will admit I've got more awesome tickets than I'm actually quite sure what to do with. I think I'm on like 250 now. Like, I'm going to at some point get the pioneering statues. Uh-oh. No, don't deconstruct it. Wow, that would be good if you could. Blimey, okay. Right. There we go. No more power slugs in range of here. Any hard drives? Just, you know, on the off chance? No? Okay. Power slugs. We'll go back to that and keep looking around. Yeah, homing rifle is... Yeah, I can see how that would be the best. But I mean, the other thing as well is... I completely get how it would be easier to just buy the ammo, but, you know, it might be fun to build a weapons factory. Just, you know, get all the recipes going and seeing what we can do with it. It'd be a fun little side project. Right. There we go. Ooh. There we go. Right, what we got over here? More, so many iron nodes. There's so much iron we could just scoop up from this biome. Has anyone else actually... I'm curious on this because, you know, I'm not precious about other YouTubers and sort of no comments and everything because I am aware I'm not a big YouTuber. I am not going to pretend to be a big YouTuber. So I'm not going to get... There's got to be a cave around here. But has anyone else been watching... Kibitz's playthrough where he has basically concreted this entire biome? It is mad. Like the whole place is now just a concrete jungle. It's insane. Is it very impressive? Right, where is this cave? There's got to be a cave entrance around here. Because there it is. There we go. Yeah, it's mad how much he's just concreted over the entire biome. It's impressive. Kind of terrifying. Like how much he's done. But again, this is where these guys are full time. They can do that. They can just spend days at a time to make a video, and I can't. But I mean, hey, that's why you guys get the like unedited stuff that genuinely seems to be quite popular. Like a lot of the comments I get are, it's nice to see everything being put together instead of just boop, here is a constructed factory, crack on. And don't get me wrong, I'm always in awe of how well their factories are put together, but yeah, it'd be nice to sit and watch a bit more of them. But I say I don't know about you guys. You guys are all here. Go away. I'm talking and busy. Be gone, beast. I don't know. I struggle to watch, from a personal point of view, I struggle to watch other people do live streams. I don't know what it is about them. Interesting. There's one in range, but it's not telling me where. Oh, faint blip there. Yeah, I don't know. I just struggle to watch them. I don't mind the edited videos. I don't mind where it's purpose for a video. I think I find it distracting where you get all the conversations and they spend time basically talking to chat. And it kind of like just breaks my flow. Yeah, I have to admit, Shane, that, and here I go, doing the exact thing that, I mean, I personally don't enjoy, but I know other people do. Talking to chat. Yeah, Shane, that is kind of like a recurring comment that I get, that everyone likes to see the problem solving, and where I run into stuff and just go, oh, here is a problem, and here is me on the fly trying to figure it out and correct the issue. Which, like I say, I think is good, and I am trying to do the same thing with the Stellaris playthrough, which I know a couple of you watch, but I know there's not a lot of crossover between those that are watching Stellaris and those that are watching Satisfactory. But with Stellaris, a lot of the playthroughs that I do watch, because it can be a bit slower, will jump in the game, and suddenly things will have changed, because it can be a bit of a quiet game and not much happens, but people will kind of like just suddenly jump, and it will be like, well, what happened? How did you get there? So again, I've got a playthrough that I'm doing on that where it is similar to where it's on Satisfactory. Everything's included. It's actually less edited than Satisfactory is, because I mean, for this I cut out all of the running backwards and forwards and getting resources for you guys. But on stuff like Stranded Deep and Stellaris, there is none of that. There is just, here is the half-hour video. This is half hour of unedited time. Oh, that's really nice to hear, Amanda. I'm glad that it helped watching me fumble and bumble with trains all the time. Because there's no two ways around it. I've bumbled with a lot of trains. But I'm very glad that it helped you. But yeah, you're right. It's exactly the thing that you get with a lot of other YouTubers, that they do just cut stuff out because they just get on with it. Now, I mean, there's another YouTuber that I started watching, and I'm absolutely baffled by what's going on with him, where I was like, do you know what? Really like his videos. They are edited. They do involve some boops. But do you know what? I really like his build structure. It was where I got the idea of hiding some of the power where I'm glad you get to see it being completely unedited, Amanda, and it's all the, like you say, the fumbling, because it absolutely is, but I try and make it human. But yeah, this other YouTuber, I was watching him and I was like, I don't get what's going on with him, because he has only put out 3 videos. They were very good videos. I very much enjoyed them, but he's only done 3. And each of those videos has views in the thousands, and he's been going less time than me, and he's got more subs than me. And, like, don't get me wrong, I get it. His videos are of a different style to mine, because he does do the cuts and the boops and everything. But I just don't understand how he had that kind of acceleration and was getting more views, which leads to more subs, because, you know, the bigger your exposure, the more people will sort of follow along. But I just didn't understand what he was doing that was prompting and causing that, and I still don't. I absolutely don't. So there's a like supplementary analytics website that I use, and I only use the free version. I don't pay for it. Called vidIQ, and it gives you basically what it calls an actionable search score on each of your videos. So it will say you need to add more keywords, you need to use more hashtags, and it will basically give you little suggestions to try and make your video show up more in the YouTube search algorithm. And I've got pretty good actionable scores according to this website. Like, it rates it out of 50, and most of mine are like 47, which I think is pretty good. And so I don't understand what I'm not doing that this other guy is, that means he was getting so many more views. I didn't get it, and I still don't get it. Oh, we're about to enter a world of pain. Right, let's deal with that. Right, that's... Oh, hang on. I put a bomb on you. Ah. Yeah, you're right, Andrew. The how-to videos and everything, but his aren't how-to videos. It's labelled as a playthrough like mine is. But yes, how-tos do get a lot of views, and this is one of the things that I have decided not to do. I'm not going to start doing how-to videos for a long time, partly because I don't think I'm experienced or good enough to show people how to do things other than the random fumbling that I do. But equally on that, you're right, how-to videos and tips and tricks get views. What they don't get are you guys. You know, the long-term subscribers that want to come along and nicely see me on a sort of, I mean, on mine it's almost a daily basis, but you don't get those for the how-tos, because with a how-to video, people will jump in, look up what they want, watch the video, and then they'll go again. They won't necessarily subscribe and stick around and come back for future videos. So yeah, it's an interesting one. But I mean, ultimately I'm doing this for my own joy, for a bit of fun. I'm not planning to make a career out of this, because I don't like the instability that it would bring. So I'm still going to be doing my day job, but I love interacting with you guys. Like, I adore it. I absolutely love all of the comments and these discussions and these chats here. It's my favourite thing about doing this. How do I get into this cave? Oh, there it is. Is that it? That can't be it. Where is this power slug? But yeah, I love all the interaction with you guys. That's a good chunk of why I do this. Because yeah, I do. I enjoy it. Just thinking, is it up there? Yeah, it's up there. I can see it. Right, okay. How are we going to get up there? I think we're not too far from... Yep. I don't think that's quite going to give me the oomph I need. We'll give it a go. I don't think that's quite going to give me the height. Oh no, it will. Go on, go on. Lovely. Cool. Yeah, so it is part of why you guys, like I say, get the unedited videos, but it's kind of the niche that I'm just falling into. So as long as you guys enjoy it, we'll keep doing it. Like, I've no idea when update, I'm going to say update, when version 1 comes out of Satisfactory. I mean, we're probably going to have to start again. Probably. And I'll probably wind up doing a season 2 of Satisfactory because I still consider this season 1. But I imagine it's just going to wind up being the same kind of thing. I don't think I'm going to re-edit it, but what I would really like to do when I get to season 2 is there's so much in this world at the moment where I would go, I really wish I'd done things a different way. Where is it? This is going to be a cave, isn't it? Yeah, where is it? So I think what would be nice is when we get to a season 2 will be the starting from scratch, but taking everything I've learned from doing this playthrough, because there's no two ways around it. I've learned stuff doing this for you guys. And doing that as like a brand new, clean, fresh build where I've taken all those tricks, I've taken all those tips and everything that I've learned, and we can do it all and make everything nice from the beginning. Because like I say, at the moment, I should have left more room around the Nexus for train movement. I should have. But I haven't, and that's causing me headaches at the moment. How do I get in here? So yeah, that's, like I said, that's probably what we'll do if and when we get to season 2. Come on. Ow. That was uncalled for. Oh, blimey. Right, okay. Still no idea how we're getting into this one. Because it should be, like, right around here. Or is this one of those power slugs that's, buried in the ground permanently because it used to be here, but they've moved the rocks and forgot to move the power slug? Because I think that happens. Okay, right, let's carry on. Let's move on and see what we can get. I mean, we're doing quite well. Right, here we go. We've got another one coming up. Where is it? Okay, oh, he's down there. That's fine. Cool. I mean, that's also another question for you guys today, actually. Would you guys want me to swap to doing some update 8 at some point? We'll just stop doing the slug hunt and we'll just start a fresh save, update 8, and we'll just, you know, have a play and explore and see what it looks like today. Because I have no problems doing that. Come on, come on. Oh, I thought I could stand on that ledge. Okay, let's try and get a bit higher on foot. Oh, it's a purple one. Right, okay, we've snuck up on you. Alright, not snuck up. Frozen you in spot, though. Nice. Okay, another purple one. Cool. Right. Power slugs. We got another one somewhere over here. So yeah, do let me know in the chat. Do you guys want to do any update 8 stuff today? And have a look and see what we can find. Because it will be although I suppose I could take a copy of our save, couldn't I? And just load it and just call it like update 8 or something. Just have a look around and a play. This is a funky little underground bit. I don't remember falling in here before. Nice. Like a little slug cave. Cool. Right. Where's this one? Down there. That's fine. There we go. Okay. Oh, and there's still more. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I mean, this is the one thing with it, Andrew, with the backup the saves. It's kind of in a backwards way done already, because the Patreon perk I've put is that people get a copy of the save files. They're already backed up in a Google Doc for me to share with the patrons, so I've already got them there, which is, yeah. So yeah, in a backwards way, they're already backed up. But yes, absolutely. But yeah, it is also is that something we're interested in doing today? Oh, we're running out of fuel. We might have to go and pick up some fuel in a minute, if nothing else. Okay. All right. Well, how about then? What we'll do is we'll clear these slugs so that they're not telling me they're all right really close. We'll shard them all, and then we'll do a swap to experimental, and we'll see what we've got. Wow, there's loads of slugs here. Shane, this was a brilliant shout, calling for the Dune Desert. Way more here than I thought. Oh. Hunt down the new hogs. And we can go hog hunting if you'd like. But I mean, I think I want to have a look at the new lighting stuff. Like, I definitely want to turn lumen on. And see how that looks. Right, okay. I mean, there's still more. Where's this one? That's going to be up. That one's going to be up. Right, have we got a good way to get up? Yeah, we'll go here. Yeah, need to be careful with the fuel now. We've only got 5 bits of fuel left. Okay, power slug's out of range. Fine. Oh, there's the autosave. So, what I'll do now is I'll head back to the Nexus. We'll shard all these slugs. And then let's go have a look at update 8 and see what that brings to us. Right, where is the nearest way for me to get back? It's probably going to be to head over to the copper factory. Which will be straight over in this direction. Whoop. There it is. I have to say, I do quite like that copper factory. It has come together quite nicely, and Lauren does not let me forget the fact that she suggested the change in materials to frame the windows like that. But my favourite factory is still that fuel factory that we've got the turbo fuel one. But I think we do need to probably try and do another couple of decoration live stream episodes. I did really enjoy doing the random one where we made the battery factory look like a battery, and that is very loose. It very loosely looks like a battery. But I did enjoy that, and I thought it was quite nice that we got that all done and dusted in one stream. But yeah, okay. I remember, what I find weird is when I go and I think about how far this playthrough has come and what has changed since we first started. Like, way back at the beginning, it was like where we've got the Nexus now. Wildly different. No, not Motor Factory, I want Steel Imports. Yeah, wildly different. But I mean, that's what happens. It's just bringing it down and putting everything back up again. But I think that would be one of the hardest things, starting again, losing stuff like the hover pack and everything along those lines. And yes, Andrew, I can already see you talking about fly mods and stuff, because I do know you use them. How were you getting on? Because I do know you were trying to not use them at one point for your builds. You were trying to do a lot of the building on the ground like I do. Oh. And this bothers me, where I've got the wobble on the train line. I'd want to make that perfectly straight, but you know, I haven't found the time to just go and straighten that out yet, much as it bothers me. And it bothers me a lot, actually. But yeah, like, I think what I would do in future is, instead of doing the track and going around the corners like I did, I would make it straight up to the corners, and then I would join the two straights together around a corner instead of trying to do a turn, which is effectively what I've done already. Oh, a little bit of stuttering. And flick. Okay, and now we're in a train jam. And this is what I mean. They're not stalled. It's not like things aren't flowing, but they're just flowing slowly because of the level of congestion. And I want to find a better way to deal with this, and I don't have one. I haven't thought of one yet. But right, let's take this one down. There we go, because we're going to be faster than this at the moment. There we go, you got the hover pack back. Oh. This special mode of Firefox. Well, what happened there? Because I didn't have Firefox open. Sorry, my PC's just gone and done something weird and told me about a special mode on Firefox. And I'm like, but I didn't have Firefox open. I'm using Chrome to manage the stream at the moment. Right, okay, so we're going to shard all these. Ooh, an all nodes pure mod. Yeah, I can see that being good. Can see the benefit of that, but yeah, equally that's gonna. It just means you're gonna have a load of stuff not working at 100% if you've set everything up to work like that. So you could just underclock some stuff in theory. Right, okay. So that's given us a load more shards, which is great. That's fine. That's exactly what I wanted, just to give us a load more that we can make use of. We had an extra 4 in there. I really don't need that grass. Okay, so let's save this now. Okay, and then the screen's going to go black because OBS won't have anything to stream for you guys. But don't worry, I'm still here. So let's go out there. Let's just make sure. Yeah, that save is being backed up. Just wait for that to finish. It says it's on like 50% at the moment. There we go, 76. Right, let's start getting update 8 open. There we go. Oh, okay. What, were you updating the autosave? That doesn't seem like what I was after. Okay. So let's have a look. Oh, that's doing a cloud sync. Oh, lovely. So early access is now doing a cloud sync. So we've got to wait a little bit. I'm hoping the stream's still running for you guys. It's just a black screen at the moment because I'm not actually sharing a screen. It's just the sound going through. Let's just scroll up. Yep. So, okay, so that's telling me the sound's still going through on OBS. So, actually, what I'll do... There we go. Okay. There we go. So hopefully that's back for you guys. You've just got like a hold screen, which is fine just while it's doing. I'm not entirely sure what. Hang on. Why? Oh, why is there a 5 gig patch for experimental? You were done earlier while I was doing dinner. Oh, okay. Well, there's that then. No experimental because I'm not going to wait for a 5 gig patch to finish going through. I didn't think they were doing any live patches this weekend at the moment because of them all being on a holiday. Because, yeah, it's what did they say? It was a Swedish holiday when they were talking about it. So, now we've got quite a few power shards going still. What I'm thinking we're going to do is, I said I was going to do it, you know, off camera and stuff, but I don't think I've actually shown anyone from scratch. Or I say from scratch. I don't think we've necessarily covered off doing an entire floor on that fuel factory. So I think we'll get on with that. Stream crash, jittered, and audio repeat. Oh, okay. Sorry about that, Shane. Yeah, I think OBS might have been having a 25 minutes where I was telling it to not send any image because Satisfactory is closed, because I've got it set up so it doesn't it only transmits certain windows. It doesn't do like my desktop, for example. So it will only do in this setup Satisfactory. It won't send an image for anything else, and I put it onto a different thing for the loading the stream starting soon screen. That's a tongue twister. Right, okay. So let's head over and we'll just get more power going, because I kind of want to get that power almost maxed out, so that we can be producing as much additional plastic as possible. So I think that's what we'll spend a bit more of the evening doing, because I'm going to level with you. I was getting a little bit, I don't know, I don't want to go collecting any more slugs. I want to go do something different. So let's head over. I do really like the slip road I've done for this train here to get on and off. And I do like how we've got the Nexus set up at the moment. How it's got all those resources there and I can ship them out where I want. I just think I should have given myself more room and pushed that further back. So I had a bit more of a lead on and off for the train lines. But again, this will be if we wind up ever doing a season 2 and starting from scratch again. I know that now, and I will probably try and do lead on and lead offs, kind of like we've got here, instead of on this setup, instead of the T-junction ones, because this doesn't slow anything down. Like, you haven't got to wait for a junction to be clear. Everything just slides on and slides off the main line. Like, this could do with a few more block signals going backwards and forwards. But ultimately, this still does what it needs to do, which is great. So, yeah, we're going to get more of these going. It does look kind of impressive, all of these fuel bits going. So, I've got the power shards on me, so what I'll do is I'm just going to run and make sure all the oil lines are sharded up and maxed out, because we kind of need that before we get everything going. Yeah, so we need to go this way. And then, yeah, we'll come back and we will welly whoop. Oh, that's a long way down. Right, okay. You've got shards, you've got shards. So I think it might just be this one at the back now. Down here by the under the water. There we go. Come on. Come on. I'm getting caught there. Yeah, this one needs some power shards in it. There we go. Ooh, you were a pure node. 600 a minute. Nice. Hang on. You were a pure node. Did I mess up my maths on this when I originally did that? Because that means that should be a Mark II pipe. And it can't be... Hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on. So you are doing 300 a minute. So you're normal. Hang on. Ping that. Right. Impure. Normal. Pure. Impure. Normal. Impure. Oh. Oh. Have I messed up somewhere then? Because that shouldn't necessarily be in that line. Oh, that's... Oh. Okay. So this one's in a line to itself because this one is doing 600. But that means that also that line could be 600 on its own. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. That means we've got more oil than I thought. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, that's not a problem for right now, but still. Okay. So how many floors were we doing? We were doing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to say it was 8. Yeah, we're doing 8 walls per floor. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoa, too high. There we go. And then blueprint the concrete floor. This concrete floor blueprint, it has been amazing. I really like it. It is actually faster than zooping for filling stuff out like this. Missing concrete. Missing concrete. Okay, that's fine. We will need to call the concrete train over here. I mean, this was the whole reason we made the concrete train, that we can go and call it for stuff like this. Oh, come on. It'll be good when this floor's done and then I'm actually close enough to just get over here. Right, okay, so timetable. Concrete. Can you not do that? Come over here and load and unload nothing. Cool. Right, that should be on its way over then. And that will then just deliver a metric ton of concrete for us to finish off that floor. But at some point we've got to figure out what we're doing with the outside of this building, and I've got no idea on that either yet. But it's kind of nice to see, you know, the plastic flowing. So we are making reasonable amounts of plastic, which is nice. Just, you know, buoy everything that was going back on, because we were completely draining it before. And yeah, our power is nuts now. But I think, Andrew, you said you did some maths for me, and you thought basically I might not even need nuclear. This was going to generate so much. Although I think that was when I was still talking about turbo fueling all of this, which would just feel insane to take all of this and turbo fuel it. But I mean, I could have. That'd have given me that looks very stopped. Those trains all look very stopped, don't they? Oh no. That's concrete on its way. Why are these trains all very, very stopped? Oh, no, 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 no. Well, Amanda, if you're still here, we're going to have a live train fix. Oh, no, what's going on with this? Oh, no. Why are those trains not moving? Because look, it's just a giant traffic jam. Oh, blast it. Okay. So this is all stopped. Why has it all stopped? Something somewhere has got itself jammed up. Okay. So you're waiting there for that junction to be cleared. That's fine. Wasn't a jinx at all, Amanda, but yeah, we're going to have to figure this out. Okay. So, what have we got going on here? We've got a load of blocks. Okay. Whoop. Come on. Right, okay. And this is the only thing. When it jams like this, I don't really have a faster way of getting back. What I want are personal drones. I want a flying vehicle. Okay. So you can't enter the roundabout because you won't be able to get off the roundabout. Okay. Fine. You won't enter the roundabout because you can't get off the roundabout. That makes sense. Why? Oh, wow. Okay. So, why do we have trains not pulling into their berths? Oh. Oh. Oh, well, that's what it is. And this was this is part of the reason I didn't want pathing signals here, because so what's happened is this train can't pull up to this signal because the way pathing signals work is they won't let you block the junction. So it can't pull up here because that train can't get on beyond that. Now, what's happened that is I've got these two trains trying to come in here. So because this one can't get past because it can't clear the junction, that one can't pull in here, which has snarled up everything else. So basically, it's a temporary fix. And if I change all of these to block signals, that fixes it. And I don't have enough... lovely. I don't have enough circuit boards to do that. Oh. Hang on, have you just unblocked yourself somehow? What happened? How? What? I'm very confused. How did it unblock itself? How did it unblock itself? I'm very confused at that. I'm very confused at that. But that's now sorted itself. Okay. No idea there. Because that was all snarled up. And I didn't do anything to make that other train move. Because it won't move while the block signals are... That's very confusing. But that's properly unstuck it now. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. However, we need to get back to the power plant because the concrete train is going to be blocking that station, which is going to cause a load of delays back here if we don't sort that out. Okay. So, yeah, I've no idea what happened there. Well, okay, let me rephrase. I know what caused the block. I have no idea how it's fixed itself. Just, yeah, genuinely, not a Scooby. Okay, right. Has the concrete train made it over here yet? I'm hoping it has. Oh, it's warm tonight. Don't know about how things are wherever you guys are, because I know a good few of you are from the US. Well, we are having a heat wave at the moment here in the UK, and it is toasty, and I do not like it this warm at all, in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the heat. I like it cold. Because when it's cold outside, I can put a jumper on. When it's hot outside, you get in trouble if you strip off too much. And it's the argument I make at work as well when everyone's like, oh, the air conditioning's too high. It's like, well, put a jumper on. Oh, we need to make it warmer. Well, no. Because I end up going to HR if I try and get myself to a temperature I'm happy with. You can put a jumper on. No one's going to report you to HR for wearing a jumper. Here we go. Here's the concrete train. Though I'm pretty sure Concrete Station actually has 3 freight platforms, not 2. So I'm just going to stick a third one in the end there. Right. Not that we need all of that loaded up at the moment. But, oh, no, not the freight platform. I don't care about the freight platform. Yeah, you're not docking anything. Come on. Why are you... cancel docking. Just don't dock, because if you try and dock, I can't get anything out. Oh, flipping thing. Right. Turn off self-driving. Pull forward just a little bit. Because then you can't be docked. I can grab a ton of that. And then send you back on your way. So you're going back to... concrete. Off you go. Cool. There we go. Concrete delivery. Okay. Now we can get back to doing this. Where is it? Concrete floor. That's what I want. Oh. Blast. You know, I'm looking forward to update 8 being stable. Just taking down blueprints like that. Going to be so useful. But, you know, it is fun laying down concrete floors this quickly. Right, okay. There we go. And put that down there like that. Have we lined the floors up? No, you need another row. There we go. Right. Go on, put the last corner on. Cool. Okay. Now I've still got like way too much concrete. That's fine. We'll just dump a load of stuff in. Oh, I've already got a dump container here. Okay. So, oh, I had 2 circuit boards in there and a ton of aluminium. Right, okay, so we can dump all this. Right, and then we want the stuff for 50 fuel generators. So we need that. And I'm just getting all this trained in at the moment so that it is here ready for me when I'm prepared to do another floor like this. Right, there's modular frames. And then rubber. Rubber I'm still short. Okay. That's fine. I don't need screws. Oh, that's all full. Oh. Okay. Well, I can put those in. I'm gonna need some cable. Bin that to give me an extra block. Don't need that at all. Okay. Got one extra stack of heavy modular frames that I arguably don't need. There we go. Alright, so that sort has given me a load more. Or a bit more space. Okay, we'll just have to come back up once we've unloaded a chunk of this. Okay. Let's head back upstairs. And we'll start working on floor number 4, which means this fuel plant will be at half capacity. Okay. There we go. Okay, so how have I been lining these up before? Let's try and keep it in line. So you are 2 in and 1 from the back. Okay, so 1 from the back. There's 2 in, which means you belong there. Right, and then we can just lay a load of these out. And I always forget just how big these fuel generators are. Because it's like, oh, I spent ages flying along there. And that was enough for 2 fuel generators. Right, and then the other way round. There we go. Get that all spaced out. There we go. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to have to worry about power for a while. Which is going to be nice. I am very, very worried about when we get to nuclear though. That just looks like a hot mess to try and figure out and calculate. Right, okay, I'm out of the rubber now. Let's go and grab the rubber. Yeah, that does just look like a hot mess to figure out. Which, yeah, worries me a bit. Absolutely worries me a bit. And down we come. Okay. Oh, no, not that one. It's the rubber one we want from the end. Okay, now we've got way too much rubber, but that's fine. I don't really care. Come on. That feels like it's misaligned. Yeah, I thought it had missed one. At least it was all in the right spot. Okay, so then we've got 2 more rows to go. Right, and then... So you're on the half, that's the full, and there is your half the other side. Cool. Because then it just works quite nicely with the lining up of everything. Oh. So what are the challenges that everyone's having in their own builds at the moment? Because I have to admit, the Discord went a little bit quiet. There was a patch of time where there were a few conversations going on where people were actually talking and helping figure out each other's problems, which was really cool to see. But the Discord went a little bit quiet recently. So yeah, I've not been able to see sort of what people are developing and what they're working on and what problems they're running into, because that was quite nice to see. I do check the Discord. I keep up on it. I know I don't publicise it as much as I probably should, because I forget to. If I'm completely honest, I forget, because I'm still learning an awful lot of this. Right, now we can lay out our junctions. Okay. Evening, Zach. Oh, I can see you've renamed on here to Dragon Rider as well, matching your Discord. You're still working on your power. Have the trains sorted themselves out? Because I remember that was a big problem you were having. Trying to get your train lines going, because I remember seeing the pictures of your setup. Okay. There we go. I kind of wish you could get like a stabilization upgrade for the hover pack to stop that drift that it has. But I suppose that's what the the new game mode is, where you can just turn flying on and not have to deal with it. You're at the phase with aluminium. But to get there... do you need computers for aluminium? Because I thought that was all refineries. For aluminium. Oh, 35 trains kept crashing. Yeah, I can see that. There we go. Come on, snap nicely. Right, okay. And then we can come around here. So yeah, I mean, this is how I just lay out the fuel generator floors. It's not I say it's not complicated. It's... I try not to be too fancy with it. And I'm trying not to overclock things I don't have to. And I don't think this is something I do need to overclock, because I can just build more fuel generators to deal with it. I think, pretty much at the moment, the main things I'm overclocking are the resource extractors, because I want to max those out. Like, I can't believe that node was pure. I've linked it into the network, I'm sure, thinking it was an impure one. And so all the balancing for it is as if it's impure. Which... yeah, I'm going to have to rethink that, but it means we've got more crude oil than I thought we had. So I'm going to have to think about what we're going to want to do with that. Yeah, what are we going to want to do with that extra crude oil? Oh, for the third building project to get out of phase 3. Yes, you are right. I'll admit I did rush through phase 3 to get to phase 4. Because I wanted drones. Which, we've got limited use. I mean, after we finish the iron factory, where we sort out our modular frame problem, which I'm pretty certain we're going to sort out quite nicely. I think we're going to have an abundance of modular frames up when that's all done. We are going to move on to a Caterium factory, because I need to start making high-speed connectors. Not just for drones, but I need to make them for nuclear and like all of the more advanced steps after that. So we're going to need to make a Caterium factory. Like I say, making high-speed connectors and supercomputers, because they are next on the hit list. Right, hang on. Whoop, there we go. Oh, okay. So you're doing basically a mega factory type thing then, Dragon Rider, where everything's going into as you call it, a central tower. Okay. I I like the idea of mega factories. I don't know how practical they are because, well, I say I don't know how practical they are. I'm sure they're very practical. I don't think my brain could cope with trying to do all that in a single space, which is why I kind of like the modular ones. And then bringing everything kind of together from there. There we go. Right, and then bring this in here. And you'll go into there. Cool. Okay. So then we want to do basically that again on this side. Whoop. There we go. Yep. I love how I can do all of this with no concrete because I'm looking at all of the... How did I not have that central from the beginning? Because that was not central from the beginning, and then it became central. Weird. There we go. Right. Now let's put this all back together. So yeah, like I was saying, the Discord's gone a little bit quiet, but it'd be nice to see a few more people putting pictures and stuff about their builds on there, so we can kind of get that community growing. I'd love to see that going again. But also, I've recently put a new chat channel in there for people to suggest games that they want to see me do. Because I'm looking at more than just factory games, because what I want to do ultimately is I want to kind of be a multi-game channel, in that I don't want to be just a Satisfactory content creator. I love Satisfactory, and I'm glad you guys are loving it as well, because there's no two ways around it. It is pulling in more views than anything else. But I do like a variety of games, so I like to stretch my wings out and see what else there is. Like, what I found really interesting, the last... where do I want to line this up? Let's line it up on the edge here. Yeah, what I found really interesting is that with Stranded Deep and Stellaris, apparently I just do games that begin with an S. Those series have really kind of like started taking off from when they've hit an episode 10. So they were both a little bit slow, a little bit stuttery, but then episode 10 came around and it was like, oh yeah, okay, we're actually going to start putting some decent traffic through, because, you know, it made 10 episodes. It's actually had a bit of time to go. So yeah, it's all there. So do put down what... I'm going to need to go and grab concrete now for these pillars. Yeah, do jump on the Discord and let me know what other games you might like to see me play and work my way through. Because I'm going to need something for when I finish Stranded Deep and Stellaris, because I'm absolutely certain I'll finish those before I come close to finishing this. But yeah, it's I do feel a bit of an itch. I do feel like I want to start a new series. I have got one in the back burner that I've recorded 2 episodes for, because that is actually going to be covering when I go off in holiday later in the year. So I'm trying to start doing a bit of prep work for that now and getting some episodes recorded, so I don't have to try and rush like in the 2 weeks before I go away. So yeah, there's going to be something different, which I'm hoping will be nice. Will go down nice. Yeah, I've got Raft. So I bought Raft at the same time as Stranded Deep, Andrew. So that is there, ready to go, and is in absolutely the background. Like I say, ready to step in. Oh, that's not lined up. Because, yeah, I bought both of them on... that's still not in the right place. Yeah, I bought both at the same time. And it just so happened that I put a poll up, actually, to say what did people want to see next. And Stranded Deep was the one that people wanted to see. So that got done before Raft. But I have got Raft. Never loaded it. But it's there. The one that keeps catching my eye is Sons of the Forest. But I don't think I will put that on the channel. And part of the reason for that, and this is actually something I want to do and I want to keep on the channel, is I've mentioned it before. I've got a 3-year-old daughter, and I watch an awful lot of YouTube when I'm working from home doing my day job, because I have it as background sort of noise. Like other people watch telly, I watch YouTube, and with that, there are some YouTubers I watch where they, swear, and that's absolutely fine. I've got no problem with that. I don't have a problem with curse words, but I don't want to do that, and I want to keep away from that, because I want to be able to cater for basically almost everyone. I want people to enjoy my content, and I want them to not worry, like I do sometimes, about what someone might be about to say, and will their child pick it up when they're listening to it in the background. So that's why I absolutely keep things like PG-13. I don't swear, I don't cuss, because I want people to feel safe watching my content no matter who's in the room. So that's kind of the intent there. And where that kind of leads into where I was going, talking about Sons of the Forest, is Sons of the Forest looks like an amazing survival game. I really like the build mechanics and everything they've got going on with it. However, it is quite graphic and a bit gory with some of the stuff that's going on. And I sit there and I'm like, all right, I'm not going to swear. I'm not going to cuss and everything. But I don't know. I don't think that's a particularly comfortable thing to have on screen with children or whoever else in the room. So I think stuff like that might wind up being avoided, which is a shame, because it is a game I do actually want to play, but I think that's going to be one on my own time. Raft, on the other hand, doesn't, from what I've seen, have anything like that. So that is definitely one that could be in the running. But it's a decision I made. Like, anyone that was here way back at the beginning of the channel, and I still actually have the videos uploaded to YouTube, they're now just hidden. I actually did like 3 episodes of Cyberpunk 2077, but because I can't control the censorship in that game, because there are swear words and stuff, I took them down, because it doesn't follow that PG like 13 approach I want to have. I'm also going to lie, like in the opening, I think it was the 2nd episode, there's a bit where I was doing one of the opening missions and I wound up rescuing someone and she's naked. And the time I spent trying to learn how to blur the boob and the nipples on screen, oh my god, it was not worth it. So I'm avoiding anything like that. Not because I don't want to play it, but because it doesn't meet that PG-13 like ethos I want to have, because like I say, I want it to be safe to watch my content no matter who's in the room. So, yeah, this is a little rant and expose there, I suppose. But, you know, that's kind of where we are and what I want to do. Right, okay, I need to hook this upstairs. Yep, you will do nicely. That should go completely vertical through the floor. Beautiful. So these guys are now all hooked in with power. Yep, just, you know, no fuel. That's fine. We're going to bring the fuel up now. And then that's going to be another floor done. Okay, so for this, I'm going to need... Where are we actually going to bring that up? Okay. So, I'm going to put a wall there. And then we're going to need to bring that all the way down. So, Cult of the Lamb, Andrew, is I've got that. I bought it to play on my Steam Deck, and I have been loving it. It's really fun, very bizarre, very, very odd. But yeah, Cult of the Lamb is actually great fun. It's such a weird mix of a roguelike hack and slash, and a city builder. It's so bizarre. So bizarre. But it is good fun. There's no two ways around it. Right, okay. Let's draw this all the way up. There we go. Oh, out of copper sheets. Out of copper sheets. Okay, alright. We'll have to go and grab a load of copper sheets. And hey, this is the bit. It's live. There's no cut for you guys. You guys are coming with me while I go and get some copper sheets. Yeah, I'm glad you agree with like the approach I'm taking, Dragon Rider. I'm glad because, like I say, I don't feel the need to do swearing and cussing and stuff. And like I say, it is. I just want people to feel safe watching it. I don't want people to sit there on edge going, "Oh, is he going to say something that I don't want to be in earshot of?" I don't know. Your mother when she comes around, or even if you don't have kids or anything like that. So that's the bit with it. Right, okay. Let's go get some missing steel pipes. Oh dear, oh dear. There's going to be some in there, isn't there? Yep. Right, have I got the stuff I need for a train now then? Yes, I have, because everything else is actually what I'm using for fuel generators. There we go. It's part of the reason I put this power wall here, so I can just float up it. Okay. Let's... Oh. And then go to copper imports. There we go. So weird. That floor, like, this is going to be another 4 levels. Because that's only going to be using half of the fuel regenerating. Which, like I say, seems crazy. But here we go. Could you imagine if I tried to pump all that fuel up and I was dropping it down like I was doing with the other one? I hadn't done the maths to work out how many fuel generators I was going to need on this one, and that was why this one's bottom up instead of top down like the last one was. But I do like how that top down one worked, because it does mean I had to use barely any pumps. Yeah, I think we're going to need to have a rethink of this area, and I've no idea how to do it. So any suggestions on how to improve the flow of the Nexus, do let me know, because I need some help. I really do. I need some help figuring out what I'm doing with this. I don't know that roundabouts were the right way, but I needed somewhere for trains to turn around. I don't know. Yeah. This is one... The Nexus is one that I'm genuinely not sure on if I've just messed myself up there. And yeah, like I say, don't look at all those. That's what I recorded today. So you'll see all that on Tuesday. Right, what was it we were after? Copper sheets. That's what we were here for. Like, logistically, Dragon Rider, the trains themselves work. It's just the flow of traffic is such that they get stuck because of the flow of traffic. There's too many trains going through that junction. So I need to find a way to, yeah, reduce the traffic flow. Right, how is our plastic doing? Our plastic is growing, which is excellent. That is what we want to see. Right, okay. Let's put a train there. Let's head back over to Spy Coast Power. Oh, turn on self-driving. Apparently I forgot to turn it on. Yeah, it's weird how that factory's coming along now, because that's now at the height, almost at the height of our observation platform. Oh. Oh. Come on. This one always feels like it takes a while to get through. Like it doesn't have priority to get up and back on that line. Yeah. See, look, the one over there has gone through. And I think it's because the one above is partly being controlled by that one there, which is a pathing signal. So it's blocking out the block because it's a pathing signal, not a block signal. I'm sure that's part of why it's getting priority. Here we go, right. Yeah, we got that little Caterium factory down there, but we're gonna want to make a better one, because we've also got the steamed Caterium sheet, or the pure Caterium. We've got the pure Caterium recipe now, so we can make the water and do quite a bit with it. How many drop-off stations at the Nexus? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 7 via train and 8 via drone. And I think it is just an efficiency thing, because they're all trying to come through on a single line, along with trains that don't need to stop at the Nexus, that are shuttling backwards and forwards, like the coal carts that are taking coal over to the aluminium factory. So I'm pretty sure that's kind of what it is. It is just that flow of traffic with everything trying to go in all different directions out of there. Right, did I? Yeah, I have put the power down for these ones. Okay. Right, so we are bringing up the fuel, which was, where is it? There it is. Oh, free fall. Okay. Bring that straight up again. Right, that's kind of handy that that stops there, because that then means we can use... No, not the floor, the wall hole, and we're all nice and lined up. Like that, which is kind of perfect. Right, and then if we line that up, just feed that straight in there. Cool. Okay, now we've got to figure out the pumps. Okay, so pump 1. We've got a little power point somewhere. Where was it? There it is. Bring that along. Put that in there. There we go. So that's going to be number 2. There we go. That's pump 2, feeding it up. Oh no, not pump pipe line. It's the pump I need. And there's pump 3. Right, and you need a double wall socket in there. Then I need to find somewhere to plug it in here. Like there. Cool. Right, so that's now going to start feeding fuel along, which is great. That's going to kick all these guys in. Okay. And then... Ooh, didn't mean to fall there. Right, okay. What I do also want to do then is put some valves in place, but I'm missing the steel beams because that's all back at the other side. Okay, that's fine. We'll run back. We'll get these valves sorted out. And free fall. There we go. Right, so I need to grab that steel. Okay, right, come on. Back up we go. Now, the way I've been trying to put this out to try and resolve the, like, liquid mechanics is I've been putting a valve before the last 2, so there's no backflow. Then there's a valve again at the halfway mark, so the first 5... So it doesn't slosh back into the first 5. I've then got one there. Then we've got one there. And here. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to go here, halfway between them. Make sure it's facing the right way. And then again before the last 2. And that does seem to have been working. I have also been flooding the manifold by using a second fuel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By using another one of the fuel reservoirs that we've got to basically try and flood the system to help it get going and be overfilled. There we go. Right. So we're going to drop. And we're going to try and do that again. because I've got the wall here, I'm just going to run this straight up. You're just going to go in there. I said you're just going to go in there. Right, and then we need to apply some pumps. And this is pretty temporary. Oh, Dragon Rider, I have no extra heavy fluid because the heavy fluid on this one is purposely being turned into fuel. So all of it is being turned into fuel. So that is what the heavy fluid is doing, because we're using the alternate recipe where we make heavy fluid and then we use blenders to turn that heavy fluid straight into fuel by mixing the what is it actually called? There you go, the heavy oil residue. We mix it with water and it turns it into fuel because of the blended fuel recipe. So that's what we're doing with all of the heavy residue. Like I say, I just do this to flood all of it. So they're both bringing in. So both these lines are bringing in 600 fuel a minute. So that's bringing in 1200 fuel a minute to the floor, and the floor only needs 600. So yeah, this is done so that we can fill all of these up, which I'm doing to try and stop the stuttering that we were getting in the power lines. So yeah, if we look at this one, yeah, if that runs up, if that goes below 1, we start getting a stuttering, and that's what I'm trying to avoid doing. Yeah, so just while that's going, just to refresh people's memories, under all these fuel floors, here are the blenders. So what we've got is we've got the refineries down here that are purposely making heavy oil residue and polymer resin. So the heavy oil residue is going through here, and then it is coming up to this floor and being mixed with water in all of these blenders to make the oil residue and the water into fuel. So that's what's going on over here. And then the polymers are coming over to these refineries and being mixed with more water to turn it all into plastic. So primarily we're making power with a side effect of plastic, whereas last time we made primarily plastic and rubber with a side effect of power. So that's, yeah, why we've got a lot more floors this time around, and it's working quite heavily. But that is that floor up and running. So he says, yeah, that's all getting fuel. So all this needs to do now is just flood the manifold, which it will do. It just takes a bit of time to do. So I'm going to wrap up here. So thank you all very much for joining me this evening. Likes, comments, subscriptions, as usual, they help the channel grow, help get out in front of other people. So thank you to everyone that does that. Thank you very much to my patrons. The patronage is very much appreciated. And as usual, don't forget, you get access to the save files for both this and Stranded Deep, so you can have a look at them. And I will hope you'll have a great day. Thank you very much for joining me today. I've had a great live stream. I've really enjoyed having chit-chats with all of you today. But other than that, I hope you all have a great day, and I will catch you all next time, which for you is tomorrow afternoon. And I cannot remember what we're doing, but we're doing something over here tomorrow afternoon. All right. Thanks. Bye.